How's it going, everyone? This is GWR Studios, and today we're going to be finding some more goofs in Thomas and Friends. Today's episode is Duck Takes Charge. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so at the beginning of the episode, we see Percy, James, and Gordon in the shed, but there's already a goof. If we look on the left side of the screen, we can see that the breakdown train is derailed.
Do you know what? Asked Percy.
Percy has some exciting news to tell Gordon and James. But take a look at Gordon's eyes. There's a big gap in between his face and his eye. But that's not all. Gordon's eyes are also very wonky. And his buffers are crooked. Percy tells Gordon and James that Sir Topham Hatt is getting a new engine.
He's getting a bigger engine to help me. Rubbish.
But James doesn't care about the new engine.
I don't care!
And he tells Percy that he needs to work harder.
If you worked more and chattered less, this yard would be a sweeter, a better, and a happier place.
But this doesn't upset Percy, and he sets off to go do his work. As Percy works, he remembers the time when he accidentally reversed at a signal. The bigger engines tease Percy about this.
They think I'm a silly little engine and order me about.
Percy wanted to get back at the bigger engines, but he didn't know how. And here comes some more goofs. When Percy arrives at the station, we can see the track lifting up. By the end of the afternoon, Percy was feeling pretty tired. Now for this next goof, look at Sir Topham Hatt. Notice how close he is to Percy. And also notice that that bicycle is leaning against something red. Well, in the very next scene, the bike has been moved, and the red object it was leaning up against is now gone. By the way, if any of you guys know what that is it a barrel or a flower pot? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. Another goof in this scene is the poster in the corner. There was no poster anywhere in the previous scene. And what's even more interesting is what the poster says. If we take a closer look, we can see that this is a poster for the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. This raises so many questions. Is the island of Sodor a real place? Like, does it coexist with our world? I mean, think about it. Seeing that poster is equivalent to seeing a McDonald's sign. And let's not forget the last goof. Look how far away Sir Topham Hatt is to that bike. In the very next scene, he's right in front of it. There's no way he moved that fast.
Hello, Percy. You look tired.
Percy was tired from all the work he did.
I don't know if I'm standing on my dome or on my wheels.
There's a big gap between Percy's eyes and his faceplate.
You look the right way up to me.
Sir Topham Hatt tells Percy the new engine is big and can probably handle the work alone.
Would you like to help build my new harbor? Thomas and Toby will help too.
Percy was thrilled.
Thank you, sir.
And he set off back to work. Finally, the new engine arrived.
What's your name?
Montague, sir, but I'm usually called Duck.
Montague goes by Duck because they say he waddles when he moves.
Good. Duck it shall be.
Just then, Percy arrived. But there's another goof. Look at Thomas's coaches in the background. The roof on the one coach looks very crooked. And another thing, why is Thomas pulling these coaches instead of Annie and Clarabelle? It just seems kind of odd he would use these coaches instead.
Here, Percy, show Duck around.
For this next goof, you can see the shadow of one of the studio members. There it was, did you see it? It's hard to believe they didn't catch this when they were filming. Later on, James, Gordon, and Henry watch Duck as he does his work. But there's a couple goofs in this scene. First off, James has wonky eyes. And second, where did that red thing go on the platform? The bike's still there, but the red thing is gone.
He seems a simple sort of engine.
What is wrong with Henry's eye? We can see the back of it.
We'll have some fun and order him about.
What you're about to hear is what the narrator thinks a duck sounds like.
Quack, 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 whee.
After Duck gets wheeshed by Gordon and Henry, his eyebrows are missing. And to make matters worse, Duck's handrail is crooked. Percy was upset with the engines, but Duck didn't mind.
They'll get tired of it soon. Do they tell you to do things, Percy?
Percy tells Duck the big engines tell him what to do, but Duck has a plan, and he whispers it to Percy.
We'll do it later.
And the two engines left the station. Meanwhile, Sir Topham Hatt was just about ready to eat some toast, but all of a sudden, he heard a very loud noise.
Whee!
Did you guys hear that? The narrator is snorting like a pig. I don't know if this is a goof or not. It just seems a little odd to me.
Bother, he said.
Sir Topham Hatt left to see what was the matter.
Duck and Percy calmly sat on the switches outside the shed.
That's not true. Percy is on the turntable and Duck is on a line outside of the berth. Duck and Percy refused to let the engines in. This made Gordon, James, and Henry very upset. Finally, Sir Topham Hatt showed up.
Stop that noise!
Gordon tells Sir Topham Hatt they won't let them in.
Duck, explain this behavior.
Duck explains to Sir Topham Hatt that he doesn't want the other engines ordering him and Percy around.
Percy and I would be glad if you would inform these engines that we only take orders from you.
This infuriates the engines.
Quiet!
Sir Topham Hatt tells Duck and Percy that he's pleased with their work, but he's upset they caused a disturbance. But he's even more upset with the larger engines. After all, they're the ones that caused this.
This is my railway, and I give the orders.
After the incident, Percy went away, and Duck was left to manage alone.
He did so easily.
And this marks the end of the episode. Alright you guys, so those were all the goofs I found in Duck Takes Charge. I cannot believe how many goofs were in this episode. Now as always, if you saw a goof that I didn't point out, make sure to leave a comment below and let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you real soon.